Hairoscope family, it's Effie, your hair DJ. Today we are doing knotless passion braids, okay? Right now I am about to moisturize this mannequin with this Cream of Nature leave-in conditioning spray. I am doing this because we want to make sure that this style is nice and neat. And when I'm teaching students how to do hair, I always tell them you have to treat the mannequin like you're treating your client. Because whatever you learn in secret, it will show in the open. So right now I'm just making a part towards the ear level of the mannequin's head, and this style is basically in jumbo sizes, and so we're going to make jumbo parts. Okay, so once the hair is nice and prepped and you've made your first part, we are now going to prep the braiding hair and the curly hair that we're going to use. And this is the braiding hair we're using. It's the pre-stretch hair. It's super lightweight and it has 0 to no flyaways. And the curly hair we're using is this Bohemian Wave curl by the brand Made. And I'm using this curl because it has a little bit of a coarse texture to it, and the curl pattern is great for the style. I will talk more about it as you keep on watching this video. So we're going to basically feed in 2 strands of this curly hair into the braid, and I'm just going to make my life easier and just prep the hair like so. So the reason why I'm using this curly hair is because I tried the free tress with this style, but the free tress basically makes it hard for you to tease out the braid, because with this style you have to tease out the hair to get the butterfly look. But with this curly hair you really don't have to do much of it, and I will show you as you keep on watching this video. And now we're using this braiding hair, which I'm about to moisturize with this blue magic grease. We're using this braiding hair because the style is in big sizes, right? And so we need a braiding hair that is very light. If you're using like the expression braiding hair or other kind of dense braiding hair, the hair will be too heavy on your head, and so it's best to use a light braiding hair like this. So I'm going to section this hair into 4 strands, 2 small strands and 2 large strands. And that's because we're starting this braid with knotless braids, okay? And that's what I just did. So make sure you use a soft braiding hair like this and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to use the Shine and Jam to clean the parts of the mannequin's head, and we are going to start braiding. So now we are going to split this hair into 3 sections because we are doing large knotless braids as the base. And so to make it easy to grasp or catch all the hair together, just make it into 3 sections. That will make it easy for you, okay? Because you want to make sure you have a nice and secure base of the knotless braids. So I made it into 3 sections, and now I'm just going to braid the hair like so. If you're doing a medium size, it will be easy to just, not section the hair, but since it's large, section the hair so it's easy for you. So I'm going to repeat what I just did again. So basically using my thumb and my index finger, I am going through the 3 strands of hair, braid 1, braid 2, braid 3, and braid 4. The 4th time, once I've secured my base, this is when I'll start feeding in the soft braiding hair with the small strand of the braiding hair. So I just put the braiding hair in between my index and my thumb, and I just continue to braid while I tuck it under. And then I'm gonna feed in the large strands now. So it gets tricky when feeding in hair for large knotless braids because you may start to see some lump and bumps forming, and to avoid the one that I just saw, instead of feeding in the hair on the side, I'm going to place the hair over the braid like so, and then let go of the extra strand and then continue to braid and tuck it under, so that way I have more control over the braid and there is no lumps. Make me feel like this back we're living. Let me feel about it. Tell me. So now that we're done feeding in the 4 strands of the braiding hair, we're now going to start feeding in 2 strands of the curly hair. And from here going downwards, you want to start braiding the hair loosely. So you want to basically lighten your grip, so that way the butterfly look will start to come about, and it makes it easy for you to tease the hair if you want to tease it. And so instead of positioning my hand like I'm doing cornrow, you're going to start seeing me just placing the curly hair by the side like so. Okay, so basically in between the 2 strands on my right side, and then I'm just continuing to braid because the hair is starting to get thicker and thicker, and the way you position your hand from this point really makes a lot of difference. And so I'm just braiding the hair lightly, no heavy hands, no tight braiding, because the curly hair will start to basically give the braid the texture that we're going for. If you braid tight, you're not going to get the look that we're going for, because then all the curly hair is going to just get lost into the braid. So I actually did a hairstyle that is very similar to the passion braids. This hairstyle was when I did it like 2 years ago on my model, this model right here, and also on my client, this client right here. So the style, I called it Mystic Braids. It's basically the same passion braids technique as well as passion twist and some flat braids. And I was able to style it on my model and she loved it. But now I see people doing passion braids and this other styles. And so if you want to see how I did the mystic braids that I just showed you, I will make another tutorial if this video gets up to 1,000 likes. So make sure you hit that like button right now, and that will encourage me to make the other style that I just showed you guys. Okay, and also make sure you subscribe to this channel. Okay, it's very free to like this video. It's very free to subscribe to this channel. You don't have to pay a dime. And when you do subscribe, that will let me know that you want to see more content like this. So I'm getting towards the end of the braid, and again, braid loose. Continue to braid loose, don't braid too tight. And while I'm getting towards the end, I'm going to make a knot, because with the style you leave some curly hair on the ends as well. So basically I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to make multiple knots with, you know, multiple strands of the hair, so that way to secure it really well. So if I was doing this on a client, I will use glue to basically secure the knot that I just did. So you place a glue right there and also make a knot, so that way it doesn't unravel. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim up the excess hair, and that's the style. So right now the braid looks good as it is. Like I told you guys, you don't have to tease much. The technique is already there. The curly hair is already like fluffy. You don't have to do much, but I will still show you how to tease it. So make sure you keep on watching this video. So now with teasing the hair, all you're going to use is your thumb and index to basically stick out the curly hair. I'm mainly focusing on teasing out the curly hair like so. That's because it's the curly hair that gives it that butterfly look, and not the braiding hair itself. I see other people doing the style on Instagram and YouTube, and they're teasing out the braiding hair, and so it has all these flyaways, and we don't want that. So just tease out, focus on the curly hair and tease it out, and that's what will give you the look to make the braids wider and butterfly-ish. And I'm stopping right where the mannequin's hair stops, just to avoid the mannequin's hair sticking out. And that's basically it. So I'm going to show you guys a bonus technique doing this passion braids but with boho curls. So keep on watching this video. So for the boho passion braids, I'm basically going to add this curly hair. It's a human hair blend by the brand Q. I'll also leave in the description. And I'm just cutting out the curly hair from the weft like so. And we're going to basically add curls to the passion braids. This is just an idea I just thought of, and just to give you guys an inspiration if you want to add curls to the passion braids, if you want it more, you know, bohemian-ish, you could also add curls to the body of the passion braids as well. And the other curl is basically a deep wave hair. I don't know what brand exactly, but it's some old hair that I have. So after feeding in the braiding hair, just like I did in the first braid, and the curly hair as well, then we are going to start feeding in the short pieces of curly hair like so. And the trick here is basically, instead of putting the curly hair into the braid, I just left it out, and so the curly hair is basically just sticking out of the braid. That's how to get the boho effect for the braids. Okay, I actually have other videos on this channel about how to do boho braids. It's actually more detailed if you want to learn how to do boho braids. Go check out the other videos, and it will be in the description box as well. So I'm just going to continue to repeat the same steps I did with the first braid, feeding in the curly hair and sticking out some piece of hair of the extra curly hair that we're adding to the braid. So just keep on watching. So that's it, you guys. That's how to add the curls, and I ended up trimming up the curls anyway. And this is the result, and please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.